Good morning. I literally laughed out loud when I saw that, Sydney. It popped up right before I clicked this camera. I was just replying to your Instagram DM. I'll send you a link to that thing. So, how are you guys? Happy Saturday. I finished one of my quilt tops. You can see behind me. Here, I'll get out of the way a little bit. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty big too. So you can see that all of these are like little plaid strips. I love plaid. So I'm pretty happy with it. There was a lot of fabric stacking. We talked about that on Instagram. So this was the one I thought I planned out better for preventing that. And I think I planned too much. I thought I didn't plan. I don't know. Like I thought like I did the appropriate amount of not planning to get it to work, to be random. You know what I mean? So I tried to make it as random as possible, and I just stacked, like literally the same fabric would stack up every single time. So, hey late night, hey Michelle, hey Malin, hello Derek, how's it going, you guys? All right, so today we're doing another giveaway, and hi Elizabeth, thanks Sydney, and let's start getting the names in because we all know how long that took last time. So I have 2 giveaways. I'll show you the prizes when I get all the numbers in, or at least part of them, so that we can get going when there's fewer of you here. While everyone gets in here. All right, so I'm gonna put on my my computer camera so you can see. I was trying to make these numbers on the row larger so you could read them. So if anyone knows how to do that, I was trying to search help and I couldn't. Oh, that'd be really cool, Derek. That'd be so cool. All right, so let's see. Do you think we could probably stick with 1 through 75? So I don't think you should care, Sydney, because, well, that personally, I feel like quilts aren't directional. Then you can put them any direction on your bed, right? If you're gonna hang it up, then maybe that would bug you. But if you're gonna use it, oh no, Emmy, really? Can you just do some surgery? I started doing surgery, and holy heck, was it ever a rabbit hole? So, 13 again, please. Okay, let's start. All right, late night's got 13. Give me your number. Should we stick with 75? I think we should. Eliza, 25. You like Megan's number for you? Hey, Sophia, how's it going? Hey, Barbara, how's it going? Yeah, exactly, Sydney. Exactly. All right. I also want you to know that you see all of my bookmarks up here. I don't just watch Twitch, Hulu, and Netflix. Okay? This is just this computer that has those. Don't judge me. All right? My other one is far more professional looking. I know you guys wouldn't judge me, right? Barbara, 53. Derek, 37. Derek, 37. Elizabeth, 55. Malin, 30. All right, now you guys make sure I type your number and make sure that I get it in the right spot. I should probably like type the number next to your name, right? Like that. Hey Barbara, Wade, how's it going? Hi from California as well. All right, so let's get your number 71. Okay. Hi Janeka, 54. Tell me how I say your name. I might have to look it up. I've done that before, like when we had Siobhan coming all the time. I always wanted to say her name. Siobhan. Now I can't remember how to say it. Okay. Sydney, I got yours. Yeah. Michelle, 36. Ooh, is that my first taken one? No. Here you go. This is how we get around the small row numbers. So now when people look, they can see. So if you're just joining, I'm doing a giveaway today to celebrate my second year live streaming. And I have 2 giveaway prizes today. Probably do the giveaway Nomi, not Noemi. Okay, Nomi. Okay, cool. Thank you for telling me that. I grew up really hating it when people mispronounced my name as a kid. Now I don't care at all. So I really understand when someone would like me to say their name correctly. I completely appreciate that. It bugs me when I've met the person like 6 or 7 times, but like the first 3 or 4, I don't care. Oh, cool, the quarter foot. That's awesome. Ray, I recorded a bunch of videos because you inspired me yesterday when you were like, no, don't be not streaming for a month. Hey, Trinka, how's it going? Would you like a number? 1 through 75. We'll stick with 170. Are you guys okay if I have to up that number just in case? But I really don't think we'll have to go over 75. We may just have some people that don't get to pick their number. It's a good problem, right? If we have that many people watching. So I will ship your prize to Europe, Canada, the United States. Further than that, it gets a little bit tricky for me. And really expensive. 23. I was writing down someone else's numbers here. Let's see. I got everybody's numbers next to their name. I think I did. Oh, here we go. Sydney. Late night. Hey, Terry. How's it going? So, you need to be here when I draw the numbers. I'll do 2. I'll do them both at the same time, so you don't worry. I'm not going to draw it out. I'm not a big enough streamer to do that. And you must be comfortable with giving me your address by email, not publicly or anything. I may show up at your door with cookies someday, or black licorice. Female equivalent to Jan, as in Dr. Jumbo, if you know who I'm talking about. I've heard that person. Hello, Janice. Jan or Jan? Is that how you say it? Okay, right. Oh, man. By the time you got back, I'd be streaming again. Nomi, I think that one's taken. You got it. You got it already. Yes, numbers again, Janice. 67. All right. And I'm putting it really large so latecomers can see. So I finished one of my quilt tops. It's behind me here. You can see it's quite large. Oh, there's some threads poking out a bit. So that's a twin. I did have to do some placement. Okay, good, Derek. Oh gosh, Derek, when I'm in Great Britain, I am so addicted to the chocolate digestives. Jan? Okay. 69, Terry? Alrighty. Alrighty, righty. Distraction, exactly. Just walk across, like, whatever state you live in, Ray, and then go back. That's all. That'll take long enough, right? And you just stop at the first bakery, wait it out. I'll be back. I may stream in September, you never know. Sarah D, hello. I was about to say, that's how old I am, but I'm not 48 anymore. I'm 49. That's what you love, forgetting your age. So keep giving me numbers if you guys want. I'll just start talking a little bit so we can get to the sewing, because I'm kind of hoping to get through sewing my first long thing before we do the first giveaways. So I did my other Sorrento bucket hat yesterday. Remember I cut out 2? These things are so fun to sew. I feel like I'm an advertisement for it. So I did this wavy pattern. And Ray, I know what you mean. Like, you mean like when these seams are stacked one on top of each other, that thickness, yeah, it makes your hat brim go in right there. We did talk about that. I remember that. And I almost canted it, you know, like here and here, but it's not quite the same shape. Like you couldn't stagger these. You'd have a different shape, I think. So I just kept it all lined up and it was fine. This is the other side. This is the right side, you know. And it has this cool stitching. So this was kind of interesting. It was like kind of a experiment because you can see the stitching on the fabric is actual like pin tucks. So it was kind of hard to match up the pattern. And I just thought this is an experiment. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh. I did not plan that. Oh, look at that. I'm going to say I planned that. Ooh, wow. I wish I would have noticed that when I was sewing. I probably would have like made it. Repeat that about the hat. I missed it because so Ray had a interesting idea. Like right here, when you seam the brim together, right? You have two seams in the brim, and then when you put those two brims together on the outer perimeter seam, where those two junctures are, where the seams are, it's so thick there. It does a little, like it can go in, right? So like this one's actually pretty flush right here. But this one you can see I kind of got a little bit, it kind of went a little bit in. There's a little bump right there. So that's what she was saying. Oh, so you did cant it, so you put a seam here and then a seam here. The planning I took. So, but it's not a big deal. Like, it doesn't feel bad. It feels bad when you're sewing it, but it doesn't feel bad, like, wearing it and stuff. And then this time I actually, when I did the stitching around the brim, I actually, like, flew when I did it. Like, literally was flying on my machine. So, it's not as even, but I did start off at, see, this is the opposite angle. I started from this side, but you can see it better on this side. So, I started with my taper, so I just did a continuous circle spiral rather than concentric circles. So anyway, yeah, the brain gets thinking and just won't stop. What was I doing last night? What was I thinking? I can't remember. I have to right now. To get myself to sleep, I plan videos. Hey Nancy, pick a number, Nancy. I'll show you what we got going so far. Do another giveaway today. Yay, Ray, I can't wait to see it. So here we go so far. I put the numbers in bold, Nancy, so you can kind of see what's taken so far, because I think you had to pick like 3 times last time. So, pick a number, and then I'm going to get going. Let's see, how many people are watching right now? 27. I don't think we have that many numbers picked. So if anyone wants to pick one, as long as you're subscribed, you live in one of those 3 areas, and you're here in about an hour or so, you're welcome to join the giveaway and celebrate my 2nd year live streaming. And then next month, I'm going to work really hard on somehow to like actual class videos. I'm kind of excited about it. And hopefully I'll be launching those in October or September. I don't know. We'll see. So I think I'll do jeans. I may even do the Archer button-up or a button-up shirt. I don't know if you guys have any suggestions. I was thinking because it's going into fall, winter, maybe doing a couple of like staple pieces. Yeah. And I'll have a beginning of series as well. 58. All right, you got it. I love it when it's right there on the screen. Let's see. What was the other thing? And maybe doing a business one. You don't have to hashtag if you don't want. That's fine. I can hashtag when I comment and say how amazing it is. Okay, let's get sewing. All right, so let's see here. So if you guys see someone new in chat, you can help me, me and Machine, help me get the word out on the giveaway. I'll show you the giveaways now. Put my keyboard there. So I have 2 today. I have the print pattern sew. I think I said print pattern repeat last time. Print pattern sew by Jen Hewitt. And there's some sewing patterns in here, and you can learn how to carve blocks and make your own fabric print. It's actually really easy to carve a block and start printing. I think that you probably learn how to repeat your patterns in this book. I haven't looked at it, which I think is really cool. Yeah, I do, Nancy. I totally do. Jacket, Eliza? Oh, a jacket. Yeah, maybe, huh? I'd have to fit. You know, I was also thinking of doing the Blanca flight suit. Blanca flight suit. Because I haven't sewn one yet, and I thought that might be a fun one to do because it's pretty involved, you know. None of my classes will come with the pattern if it's another pattern company. I don't really have that kind of weight yet. But I probably will develop my own patterns that come with a class, and then you can buy the pattern or the pattern class, you know, just because I think that might be a great way to help people get really intensive but smooth and edited down content, you know. So it'll be a lot less time than a live stream overall. So, all right, so this is one of my giveaways here. Some 12 buttons by Tabitha Sewer, and she makes these. These are really cool. Picked some neutral ones for you guys. A Clover seam ripper and a Notions case by me. One from the Chicken Boots line. And then I have one more. This one is Sewing Basics for Everyday by Wendy Ward. And there's some patterns in here as well. I'm sorry I don't have any like men's specific patterns. I do think some of Wendy's are unisex, but you know how I feel about unisex. It's an imaginary size construct. There are some Kylie and the Machine Me Made labels, a seam ripper, and another Chicken Boots Notions case by me with a gigantic thread on it. Threads are free. I will always give you guys threads for free. You can have all the threads you want. Speaking of threads, can you believe how many little pieces of threads are in this jelly roll? Like it looks like I have fleas. Like they're everywhere. So, hi Ars Island Crafts, Robin. Hello. Are you okay in Florida there? How's the hurricane where you're at? I hope that you're safe. Oh, good, Michelle. I'm glad. Not your sewing ones. Yeah, I had trouble getting rid of some of my knit ones. Pick a number. If you're subscribed to the channel, Robin, you're welcome to join my giveaway today. I am celebrating my 2nd year of live streaming on YouTube. I did live stream on Twitch for a bit, not realizing I was violating their terms of service, but I don't do that anymore. So, the lint is off. Lint, yeah. Like, I swept it and put it in the corner in a couple piles, and I haven't finished because I'm like, okay, you have one more. I feel like my throat's coated with it between the ash in the air here and the lint. Yeah, so, sorry, I always get sidetracked. Robin, you can pick a number between 1 and 75. So, oh, okay. No worries. You don't sew many clothes. What do you like to sew? You just hanging out with us? Are we company today? We are making the Jelly Roll Race Quilt. I'm kind of a novice quilter. So, you start covered in white. Yeah, exactly, Janice, I know. I know. I was thinking about going to the fabric store today. And I was like, well, all that stuff will really hide on this Cantha fabric, you know? All right, so let's see. Let's make sure I have this right sides together. And we're just going to get going. I already had to cut off one of my strips because, let's see, I'm already getting them. The Essex I don't mind so much. It was the fact that it was the same 2 colors of an Essex and the same 2 prints. Oh, nice, Robin. I am a bag maker as well. I love making bags. I really like making bags. Ah, Kelly, hello. All right, let me get your number, Kelly. Kelly. 50. I would like this to sit here, but you know. It's windy, but the rain stopped. Okay, good. I feel like they're on the 2 coasts right now, it is just like extremes, you know? Hi Donna, how's it going? Yeah, we just started. Yeah, so I made one. It's sitting behind me. So today, I'm going to just apologize. Today's going to make you want my machine. I've never said that to you guys before, but today is going to be the day. So, because you want to talk about flying through this thing. I timed it. It took me like 45 minutes to do my first pass through. The twisting is a little annoying though. Am I right? It was so funny. Like, I think it was Nancy who kept asking the other day, how are you going to prevent the twisting? And I didn't really know what she meant and if I should be worried about it. Donna, I don't think so. You got it. And then I love, she commented, she goes, okay, I had to sew some of mine. 24 Donna. I had to sew some of mine to know that why the twisting isn't an issue. And when I started sewing mine, I was like, oh, I know why she was worried about that. It's so funny, but it isn't an issue. So on Thursday, we pieced all of our strips together. Some of you kept going. And then I saved the actual assembly. So I folded it in half. And now we're sewing it together. So right sides together. Check out Robin on YouTube. Oh, cool. I will. Nice. I love fellow YouTubers being here. Yeah, this first seam takes forever. You are right. You are right. I felt kind of bad. I saw the Sew Over 50 post today, and they were like, what podcasts and stuff do you listen to? And they were all listing sewing related, and I was like, I don't even watch a whole lot of sewing anything. And it really underscores that this just isn't my hobby. I love watching stuff that's my hobby. They do the whole quilt in an hour? There's no way, Sydney. I mean, maybe a half jelly roll? No. Yeah, I don't know how they would either. And I feel like I'm pretty quick, you know? I can't remember how I did this when I did the first one now. Like how I had the position. Let's see if I can just keep going. Now it starts twisting. I remember it piling up though on my table there. You had to put your heat on the other night? What, Nancy? That is months away for us. You think you're lighting the fire. Yeah, I'm actually really looking forward to cooler weather. You know, it's like our first, it'll be our first fall and winter in our house, and so I'm kind of eager to see what it's like. You do? Okay, Robin. You're saying that like I'm gonna keep making these. I am making 2 twins. I made one. I hung it behind me this morning, and it's because I have a king size bed, so we have 2 twin beds. I'm making these into duvet covers too. I want this to be on the floor. And I want you out of here and you over there. Like that. Let's see if that helps. I don't like having to stop. I'm such a production sewer, you know? You can see how nice and even I cut my jelly roll strips. Wow, Sydney. For a full-size jelly roll? That's pretty cool. Oh, you meant something else. Exactly, Robin. I gotcha. I'm gonna use a 100% down comforter, Kelly. But if I were making my own, I do like the cotton batting, and I like a really thin layer, but I am not a quilt expert. I say you talk to some quilters and maybe see what they use and maybe feel the quilts and look at that, because I think it depends on what you're using it for and what the temperatures are. So I tried to cut my strips straight. Oh, look at these 2 stacked. These 2 stripes. Oh well. All right, scissors. You can just stop bouncing close to my needle, you know? Oh, there's two that are stacking. Oh, I do love the window open. The funny thing is, it is cooler in the evenings where I live now. The smokiness is kind of hit and miss. At night, we can actually see stars, which is really weird because we can't see the sky during the day right now. It's too smoky. But we have to close our door. We have a little deck off of our bedroom, and we have a mesh screen. It's like really cool mesh screen that has a magnetic opening, so the pets can go in and out. So affordable way to have a screen door. But we have to close it. Oh shoot, I'm gonna get some stacking. We have to close it because of coyotes. Because they're so loud. They get the dogs riled up. They're so close and so loud. So yeah, Eliza, it turns out great using one. You don't have to use more than one at all. A lot of people just use one. And how big? So here, let's look at, we can look at some of the sizes. All right, so that's a finished one, I think, with one jelly roll, Eliza. And then if you want, here's the, see, I think it says here, I can't see the dimensions. I think it's like a throw size, like 54 by 54. And these links are right here. Oh my gosh, I'm lost in my tabs. There we go. So those two links to how to size your jelly roll quilt and what size it ends up being are at the bottom of that little brief description of doing the jelly roll quilt. All right, is this going to start happening? Is the stacking going to start happening? So when I did the one behind me, what I ended up doing, because it was stacking so bad, I ended up cutting, after doing this first pass, like I'll just do this first pass. What I did was took it to my cutting table and I cut this thing in 65-inch lengths. And so then I had a bunch of, rows that were 2 rows, pairs, and then I placed those, and that's how I got what's behind me. So, oh yeah, and Robin's right. And someone else, Lou reminded me in Instagram that before you start doing this step, you should cut off like 18 or 20 inches so that you don't get the stacking. And yes, Sydney, they can. I mean, some of them are kind of, like, will you please open it for me? But they'll come in and out. I can send you a link to that too. It's great because it velcros to the frame of my door. And then it has a split opening for that magnetizes. And so if you get it hung up, it's really easy to hang up. If you get it hung up nice and flush with your door, and you just like Velcro every little inch of it, because it's really sticky and they give you a ton of Velcro for the whole door frame. And thumbtacks, you can thumbtack it too if you want. These really big, scary thumbtacks. I did both in like along the top, so that, because that has high stress there. And if you do that, bugs won't come in. You can have your door open, and the pets can go in and out. My little pug, he likes to do this, and so he scratched the bottom a little bit, and I had to replace it. So, but it lasted like a year and a half before I had to do that, and then I fixed the bottom. Well, that's cool. When you have pink edges like that, where does the seam allowance start? At the outer edge or inner or in the middle? Malin, doesn't matter. I don't know. I'm just doing it like my presser foot. Can you see? Is like, here's my pinked edge. I can't get you closer. Let's see. See, look at that. I have a little bit of pinking. My foot is probably not quite a 1/4 inch. It's not a true quilting foot at all. So I don't know if that helps. I'd say do what you want. I don't think there's really a, you know, it probably depends on what you're going to do with it. But if you're going to quilt it, I think you can do kind of whatever you want, you know. Oh, really, Naomi? Okay, cool. Yeah, I love those things. Some are better than others, and the one I have is really sturdy, and I really like it. And it's really affordable. Yeah, maybe they don't iron. Sydney's still thinking about how to do this in under an hour. I did not call this the hour-long quilt. I think that these fabrics are going to better. Well, I say that they're going together better than the others, but really I got the stacking when I did the next step. They don't iron until they're done, yeah. Exactly. You're bringing out Nancy. Drink! I made a giveaway command, but I don't think it worked. I feel like the commands take like a few weeks, you know? And they're hit and miss. We're like halfway right now. Oh, look at that plaid. That is not cut that straight. Let's see if I can kind of even it out a little bit. I would like my plaids to be cut straight. I did my best to do that when I was stack cutting all of them. Because I know laying in bed it'll bug me if they're not. But, you guys, quilters, I'm so upset at them. You know, you guys know that it really bugs me when the fabric store cuts your fabric off grain. And I know almost all fabric stores do that, but they don't have to. And they act like it's a big deal when I've talked to some of them. I never try and change their mind. I just ask always nicely, you know. But this fat quarter bundle, you guys, these are all yarn dyed plaids, like yarn dyed. So, you know, you need to cut plaids straight, right? We all know that. So these fat quarters were so off that I lost 1.5 inches, you know, on either end, on top and bottom. And so I feel like quilters are the reason the world is like that, because they did not say, no, fabric companies, you need to give us stuff that's on grain, because you can't, you know, like it has to be on grain. I'm not even like a purist or anything, but to lose that much fabric on my yarn dyed plaid, it's only an 18-inch piece already. That was annoying. Yeah, exactly, Robin. You can do whatever you want, though. I mean, for me, I know I have enough fabric for the size I want. I have like almost a precise amount. I have a little wiggle room. Oh, see, this plaid's off. Ooh. It's not as off as it was when I cut it. Yeah, I don't understand the whole not understanding grain, because when I worked at a fabric shop that cut fabric on the grain, this is where I learned about this, quilters would complain about it. And they would say, but you're shorting me. And we're like, no. Your piece may look like a slight parallelogram, but when you wash it, it's going to be true. And almost always, if they weren't traveling through the area, they would come back and be like, you know, you were right, and it's so much better. And when you sew on the grain line, you cut on the grain line, everything is easier to sew, and it doesn't get wonky. And with clothing, it's so important. And stripes and plaids, right? Yeah, this fabric bundle was cut like it was prints when there were only 7 prints in the entire bundle, and there were like what 50 fabrics in it or something. Or no, it was a huge bundle. Yeah, and these aren't printed; these are yarn dyes, so it's like through and through. So yeah, exactly. And these aren't cheaper. Getting a fat quarter bundle isn't cheaper, and I lost fabric. So that's so annoying to me. And I blame quilters. They were not shouting about this because I don't know why. I don't know why. I feel like quilters before used to always want us cut and sew on grain. We should wash our fabrics. Yeah. I mean, not bags. I wouldn't on bag making. I didn't on this. I've kind of learned in this past year that you don't have to. You don't have to pre-wash your quilt. And the only reason I'm not is because I knew these fabrics were going to unravel a lot. Even though I used a pinking blade to cut these, they're still super unravelly. So that was my argument. That and time, and I just really want this to be an easy, fun, quick project. Something I don't normally sew. Celebrate my month-long anniversary. See, these are the only prints in the bundle. So it's a Carolyn Friedlander bundle, and I think these might be the only things she designed, or these 7 prints. I don't understand that either. How many times did I have changed the bobbin? That's a good question, Michelle. I actually don't know because I don't think I kept track for just this spot, but I feel like I did change it almost 3 times when I did the whole thing. Maybe only 2 times, and I still had bobbin left over. Sorry, I don't remember. Yeah, exactly. The stripes on green. I know I'm missing some of your comments. Just repeat something if you need me to see it. Sorry about that. I'm just focusing because I'm going so quickly. Is that too loud? What is that noise? How much does Sarah me like mystery noises? Not at all. Not at all. As long as it's not my power strip alarm, right? Okay. Quite a pile. I'm getting there. I would show you, but it would ruin my whole ribbon candy stack that you guys gave me the idea to do. You rarely pre-wash your quilt. Yeah, I think like that is one of the arguments. People love that. Yeah. Yeah, it does look really cool. So yeah, so I'm trying to decide, do I, because I want this to be a duvet cover, so I'm trying to decide, do I have it quilted still, just with no batting, and just with a plain piece of fabric on the back? And then for the other side of my duvet cover, I'm going to try and pick a nice, crisp, smooth cotton that's cool. Maybe not anything too tightly woven. But a lot of those poplins kind of are. Oh, look at that. Those are the 2. These 2 are the same. This one, man, this one unravels like a Dickens. You have a ribbon hanging out of the eave. Exactly. Oh, Liza, good thing you looked. Yes. No, I ran out a lot when I was doing it. I heard it at one point, and I was like, why? I feel like it's going to run out, and it wouldn't. I think that's my machine making that noise. Maybe it needs some oil. I doubt it. I don't usually get to run it this fast on stream, especially because we're not doing these nice long swaths of seams, you know? I know, it might not show, right? The only thing I was thinking about was I wouldn't mind it being as flat as possible. And also, I was wondering if all those perforations would maybe help airflow. Am I overthinking that? You know? Because I asked my husband today or yesterday, I was like, so what would you rather sleep under, a quilt or a duvet year round? And he said the duvet. But it's a little warm. So right now, yeah, you're not going to hear it. It's like this crackly noise of liquids draining. No, mine, I pinked. Oh, yours wasn't pinked when you bought it? Oh, that's funny. I got the idea from my other jelly roll to pink it. But you're right. There's one sitting here that's not pink. And it's still in the jelly roll shape, and it's really thready. So. Yeah, it's like, you know when you've drove somewhere and you park your car and you can kind of hear some of the oils in the car kind of burbling around or whatever. That's what it sounds like. This yes, I do know what 2.5 inches is. Thank you. I think I was cutting. I had to cut these. Let's see, two twin quilts worth of jelly roll strips. It was like 10 yards of fabric, so yeah. And I was watching Netflix, so you know. The cutting takes as long as sewing it together, let's be honest. That's why you buy the jelly roll. It's not my iron, it's my machine. It's just, I don't know if you know about industrial machines, but they sit in a pan of oil. So underneath here is this big pan, the same size as my machine, of oil. And there's even a little like window on top of my machine right here. And so if I floor it and I'm looking at it, which I'm never looking at it when I'm flooring it because I really want to see what I'm sewing, you'll see the oil hit the inside of that. And so you can hear it kind of like moving around in there. Yeah, you could serge it. Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, I thought about that. I don't want to stand one-legged and sew it again this week, though. Ooh, I'm almost done. Did I beat you? Some of these are so thin. You can tell they probably like got some cuts, you know, like finished off some rolls. Like this one is like a shirting. Oh, this is one of her prints too. These right here are her prints. Oh, sorry, the camera's crooked. I know that bugs you. Yeah, right, Nancy? I don't mind it on this machine, but I don't like it on my home machine either. Right? Right, yeah, exactly. It is kind of funny when you think about it. Oh, that's right. You're making a little curtain, Mullen. That's funny. I have a quilt top bookmarked, I think, on Instagram. And they were just showing their quilt top that was newly finished, but it looked like stained glass with the light behind it. We've all seen those quilt top pictures, you know, that do that. And I just really wanted a curtain like that. It's so cute and pretty and simple. Oh man, I'm getting itchy. It's these little lints. All right, I'm at the end. This is when I wish I had a meter to tell me how far I've sewn. When, one year Rayanne and I, calculated. Oh, this one is twisted. That's funny. My other one didn't get twisted, but it doesn't matter. When one year Rayanne and I calculated how far we sewed with binding, because I wanted to know if we did a mile or a lot of miles or whatever, and we did just over a mile of binding. Oops. I don't have the automatic backpack. All right. Oh, how itchy. Oh, did you see also, Sydney, that Cashmerette came out with a new knit one? Crumb blocks made from felt. Oh, that sounds cute. All right, is there anyone new here that wants to put a number in for the giveaway that we're having in a little bit? This was so much faster this time. Why was it so much faster this time? So that took me like a half hour maybe. It took me 45 minutes the first time, 40 minutes. So maybe I can see why they do it in an hour if they're using industrial machines. Oh, there's my other end. Okay. All right, so the first time I did this is when I started getting all the stacking. I'm going to trim this off this time. I thought maybe it would be important, but it wasn't. Right? Exactly, Atrinka. Oh, it's free for newsletter subscribers. That's great. Ah. Am I wearing my ghastly? No, I'm wearing the Cantha fabric. You know, it's that stitched fabric in a willow tank dress, but I did put pockets in it. And there's a pleat right here. 69 Glenn? Oh, I think that one was taken by Terry. Let's see. Glenn. Yep. I need a new one, Glenn. Sorry. Hey, H girl, how's it going? Yep, pick a number between 1 and 75. And you just need to be living in the States, Canada, or Europe somewhere. And I'll ship you a prize. I have 2 prizes today for my 2 years of streaming. And then you have to be willing to email me your address. So you don't have to tell me publicly. I got Maribel's the other day. Maribel was our winner the other day. So, yeah. Okay, so you're getting stacking too, Janice. Ah! I hope I don't get it this time. I'm going to kind of look ahead this time. It looks okay, but I'm skeptical. 27, Glenn? All right. Yours. This one will go so much faster if I don't have to do any jury rigging of the stripes. 54. Oh, that one might be taken. Let's see. Yep, that one's taken, H. Crow. What, Janice? You're getting staggy too? Yeah, darn it. Okay, so what I did, Janice, was I had a bit of it. It got, okay, if you think you're going to do surgery and kind of replace stripes and you've already done this first long strip, don't. You can't, I don't know. I mean, unless all your strips are exactly the same size and you can just plunk one in and out. Mine aren't. So they were half yard pieces and with the fabric pieces. So it was a little tricky. So what I did was I went over to my cutting table and I cut this whole thing into the widths that it's going to end up being. For me, it's a twin. 55. Let's see. That one's taken too. Here, I'll show you my screen so you can see what's taken. There you go. So 1 through 12 isn't. So here you go. I put the number in big so you can see. That's not their ages. I mean, maybe they are. Right, Eliza? Yep. So you guys have heard me say that I don't allow burlap or minky in my studio, and this is exactly why. I don't like burlap or that fake fur or minky. I don't actually allow it to cross. I know it sounds so melodramatic, but I've had so many problems with it, and it won't go away. And I find it for months. 5. All right, you got it. Your age, Kelly. Nice. 5 ages, yeah. H dot is 5. Okay. All right, so let's try this. I feel like this is gonna be a little more twistier. That's awesome. Isn't that funny that we do that a lot? I told you guys that I was in that person's stream, and I'm a moderator in their stream, and you know, he was having a giveaway, and I was like, no, I'm a moderator, and everyone's like, no, it's fine. I mean, it's so low key. I mean, he's not a big streamer or anything. So I entered, and I won. And it was kind of complicated because he was in Great Britain and how he had to, like, get it. And I had already volunteered to, like, I was like, you can order this prize and I'll ship it for you since I'm in the States and he couldn't get it in Great Britain. And so then I won. He's like, oh, this is so convenient. We don't have to worry about that. And then he had another giveaway with it a couple weeks later. And everyone's like, oh, you should totally enter it. Just it'd be so funny if you win. I'm like, but would it be funny if I win? And I did. And so I stopped entering them. Everyone's like, no way. And so that one I secretly gave to someone else in the chat later on because it was like an Amazon gift card, and I couldn't even use it because it was not my country. And I didn't want to tell a streamer that. I told him when he was trying to give it to me, and I was just like, I can't use that. And he just didn't see me saying it. So I gave it to some kid who wanted to start a stream. And he was another moderator, and he was hurting for money, and he ended up buying like a headset and stuff. I don't know. Maybe he wasn't hurting for money. I don't know, but here's what he said. So I actually asked him, and he was like, "No, don't give it to me." It was funny. All right. Okay. Una. All right. So you guys are all saying numbers, but you don't do that. You already have numbers. Stop it. Una, I know what Una does, and I haven't seen them yet. Okay. Una is getting 42. Trinka, you aren't that number. You picked, you don't know your age. You guys are confusing me. Trinka picked 23. Is that your age? Janice, that you already picked that, right? Okay, you guys are really confusing me. Janice, you picked 67. Unless it's a different Janice. Guys, you're giving me a heart attack. Nancy, stop it. Put you in timeout. Oh, you asked. You asked them all. Most likely, everyone here is under 75, so it does look like they're asking for numbers. It's okay. You just have to keep track now. All right, Sarah. Is that your number? Wait, Sarah, did you put in a number? If you want to enter the giveaway, you might be not knowing that I'm doing a giveaway, and that's why I'm chastising Nancy now. But I'm celebrating my 2nd year of live streaming, and I have a couple giveaway prizes. As long as you're in the States or Canada or Europe, I will ship it to you. Class needs to calm down. Oh, okay, Trinket. You're not 53 then. Or 54. So I just ran out of another bobbin. Whoever's keeping track. And I'm pretty sure I had a brand new bobbin when I started today. I sewed so much yesterday. I was so productive, and I made all those how-to videos. I might try and make one more today, and it's just going to be the Charlie Captain inset. See, my favorite number is always 18, and it's the day I was born, my birthday. And so I've always used it. But when I won that guy's stream, this is where I was going with that, I used a random number generator. And they were like, what's your secret? And I'm like, I'm not lying. I used the random number generator to pick my number. And it worked. Your age is your birth year? Or your number? Nancy. 37's a good age. I liked 37 actually. I liked it. I feel like I don't know. It felt like I calmed down a little bit. Like I wasn't so stressed. You know? Becoming a parent really made me a stressed out person. I think it was like a physical change in me. That and all the cell phones in the world. That's what I think causes so much anxiety. Is all the like stuff in the air now. Oh, now I'm having a little stacking. Does that count when they're one away from each other? Only if it keeps happening, huh? I will put this quilt on the cutting table if I have to. It better know. You know? Your favorite number is 13. A lot of people picked 13 the other day. Did you notice that late night? Yeah, Nancy. Nice. Great minds, right? When you were 37, I was more upset than 30 or 40. I remember when I turned 17, loving that age. Like, I loved that number. And it sounded so much more mature than 18 or 19 to me. You know? Embrace the stacking. Okay, you guys. Well, remember, I have this quilt behind me. I don't want it to look too different than that. Oh, yeah. It's a little bit starting to happen. But I actually don't think I'll really notice it too much. You know, on that big of a format. It's a little slower now. I have to open it up. Do this arranging thing. I'm like sitting like a foot away from my machine. Yeah, you noticed that late night. I know. I was like, oh, look at it. See? But I'm going to cut it apart again, huh? So I didn't do my other one like this. I ended up cutting it in sections. And so I kind of like the idea of not doing that because when I do that, see, I have like all these little like short ends here. Right, and this one continued, but those didn't, you know? Okay, late night. I hope they go to bed easy. My daughter had her first day of work yesterday. She loved it. I'm so happy for her. She's so happy, and it's so nice for her to have something to do, you know? Like, graduate high school, and then it's just like the wind was taken out of her sails a little bit. Okay, yeah. Embrace the stacking. I don't, Eliza. What do you think about that? Do I need to? I did on my first, you know, these right here. Because I knew that would be hard to go back and do, and I didn't want to arrange my seams when I sewed this part. But because this is the only time you seam over a seam, that's when I haven't pressed since. I haven't even pressed the one behind me yet. And I'm decide, like, should I back it with something like a really lightweight muslin? You know that backing material that's really huge, that really wide that they have at the quilt stores? And they usually have it in a few basic colors. Is that lightweight? Or is it just a quilting cotton? Because I want something lighter weight than a quilting cotton. I don't want to add a whole lot of weight to this thing. But I kind of want to back it so that the raw edges aren't on the inside of the duvet every time I wash it, because I don't want it to get thready eventually, you know? I think I might have to do that. Right, Michelle? God, I so know what you mean. Yeah, I haven't entered another giveaway since that on a Twitch stream with people I know. Because if I won again, they'd think I was cheating. Oh, it's itchy, you guys. It's quilting cotton, okay. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Barbara, like a batiste. Batiste, though, can be not cotton, right? I might need to stay with natural fiber so it doesn't get hot. I don't mind it being cool in the winter because I can add a blanket, right? And honestly, in the winter, I have flannel ones that I like that I will probably fall back on sometimes. Oh, that plaid wasn't cut very straight. So when you're doing this, I think the number of times you do it depends on the size you want. So with the twin, I stop shy of the last time. So it depends, because you can just, it'll get too narrow if you keep doing it. Like sewing it, folding it in half, you know, cutting that fold, then folding it again. If you keep folding, it's going to get long and narrow. So you got to pick, I would kind of look at the size of your quilt and then decide when you want to stop folding and sewing these long seams. It's usually around 4 or 5 times. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Auntie, of using a sheet. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, you guys. No judgment lines, thanks. The number was 42, Michelle. Oh, I think someone grabbed it today. You're right. So someone could get it. Yeah, like the Cloud 9, Barbara. Cloud 9, any of the Cloud 9s, I think would be a good choice because it's so smooth and cool. Yeah, but for the I just want to back this, and then I want to I want to back this, and then my I want to have a back side of my duvet cover. You know what I mean? Hey Megan, how's it going? So then that's 3 layers, right? Basically 3 layers, but the duvet goes inside, if you get my drift. Megan, do you want to enter the giveaway again today? Time's running out. When it like stacks up back here, I keep thinking my bobbin's running out. Oh, perfect, late night. Dang. Okay, pro put the kids to sleep person. Are you still in that first strip, Sydney? No, I'm just teasing. Well, I want this to stay nice and cool, Megan. That's what I was talking about. I was thinking I might just put like something like muslin, something really thin on the back, that's directly on the back of this. Mine's going to be a duvet cover. Oh, you're babysitting your nephews. Oh, cool. Number 8? All right, I think that's available. I was about to be like, I'll just finish this one seam here and I'll get that number for you. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Okay, Megan. Yeah, the counter space for, I'm sure. Making a bag without the lining. That's a good way to put it. Yeah, right, Sydney? I can talk and sew. You have to pop. Yeah, okay, fine. You want to trade places? Oh, that's great. My daughter actually wasn't too bad either. I mean, we would read to her every night, so we actually spent a lot of time, mainly because we were reading, you know. And we used to like wait till she would fall asleep. Don't do that, parents. If it's too late, I feel your pain. All right, a little bit of stacking. That's not bad. And you know, even though we did that for like 10 years, you know, it was her that finally, she was like, I want to read by myself. And we were like, no problem, you know. Exactly, Sydney. I thought so. That was one of the only things I think like very early on as a parent, I read a book about like sleep in kids. And we never had the issues other people did, so I real felt for them. But we had our own issues, you know. And the reason I started reading it is because I was like, oh my gosh, this whole sleep thing is really tough, you know. So, and there was all that debate on, do you let him cry it out or whatever, you know. So I wanted to read about it. So some of the takeaways I got was just establish a routine, stick to it. Pick the bedtime that works for you. Give them a nap if you can, you know. And I think like any parenting thing, don't be hard on yourself and don't sweat it. Not every day is the same. Yeah. Oh, nice, Sydney. Isn't that the best though? You rocked yours off, and that's awesome. Oh, yeah. The clingy thing, yeah. I know. She wants to have hard talks. Oh my gosh. I feel you on those too. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking, like a summer quilt type thing. That I almost did that for these, but then I was like, you know, I just really like the weight of the duvet, and so and the duvet covers I bought I couldn't find cotton at the time, because I needed them quickly, and so I bought a couple that were on sale, telling myself, all right, this is a placeholder. I don't usually do that. I try not to do that at all. But winter was ending, and I don't know. I wanted to make some. I just couldn't decide, really. So I got something, and they are too slimy and synthetic feeling. So, for me, I don't like it. My bad, right? I'll use the fabric for something else, though. You know? They're crazy. Yeah, I love actually hearing stories from guys growing up as little boys. I think it's really funny when they talk about the crazy things they did, you know, jumping off roofs and stuff. I did crazy stuff, but not like that. I wasn't like, you know, I knew better. I don't know. Okay, I'm almost there, guys. You guys catching up? Am I going to win this race? It's not a race, don't worry. Anyone else want to join the giveaway? I'm going to check my oil after this, too. Typically, it's not a problem, and I feel like I did add. It just, hearing it makes me realize I haven't looked at it in a while. And I never got my tune-up. Because, you know, pandemic. Hey, Lisa? Lisa, you want to join the giveaway? I was hoping Deidre would come so she could try and win again. I feel so bad. Yeah, that was the one thing. Oh my gosh, I forgot to tell you guys. Don't pause the stream on a giveaway. Don't pause the stream, because I don't stop. I don't go, well, it's paused. I keep going, and then you're behind, and then we did the giveaway, and someone didn't hear their name called, so. You weren't, Glenn? Oh, so funny. I think it's so funny, those stories. And I love hearing like the things, the pickles they got into and the things they didn't tell their parents. I don't know why. I was a tomboy, but I don't know. I just didn't have a lot of companions. I played Dukes of Hazzard though, and I was not Daisy. People ask me that. I'm like, Daisy? Why would I be Daisy? And our bikes were like the General Lee. God, so like that show, General Lee's that's so racist. Damn, crazy. So the Confederate flag on that thing, right? Oh, look, I'm at the end. Every piece of lint on my floor is on this thing. Oh, look at that. It's not twisted. Yeah, right, Jan, exactly. Make sure your little live button is red, right? My little live button. You know what? I didn't make sure that I'm reading the live chat, though. Wait. Make sure. Yeah. Oh, no, it is on top chat. Am I missing? Oh, my God. Did I miss any numbers? Oh, my God, you guys. Okay. All right, Lisa, what number would you like? I may have missed some comments. I'm really sorry, you guys, because there are two. I'll show you right now. So this is the chat. I'm looking at chat on actual YouTube like you guys are right now because I find it to be the most accurate. But right here, I do not like seeing myself. You see this right here? Oh, you can't see that. You see this right here? Click. See, when I was just on top chat, and that doesn't show me everything. Live chat shows me everything, just so you guys know. So I may have missed a few. All right, so let's pick this up. All right, Lisa, what's your number? Lava. See, even the commands aren't working. That command is still there. Motorcycles? Oh my God. The boy with the pram and a doll. Oh, see, I didn't play dolls. Some people tried to get me to play with Barbies, but I was kind of insulted by it. I was like, I don't play with dolls. You know? Oof, yeah, they didn't like that. All right. 36, Lisa? All right. Oh, that might be taken. Michelle has that. Here you go. I think I'm showing you my screen right now. Yep. So here, I'll show you the numbers. So here, this is one up here. I put the number next to the name so you can see it big. Here you go, Lisa. You might be the last number being picked. Or, I mean, being written down. See, there's the alarm. Pocket. Okay, good, Jan. Can you hear that? All right, Lisa. Give us your number. Oh, man. Itchy, itchy. 7. I think that's available. Woo, woo. All right. All right, you guys ready? All right, so I just want to pick this up. Actually, I'm not sure if I cover that up, if you can see. All right, so we need the random number generator. What am I doing here? No. Sewing for Barbie. That's funny. That's not how I became a sewer, but I did make clothes for Belle, Snoopy's girlfriend. All right, so let's see here. Are you guys ready? All right, anyone that walked away from the stream and just listening, get back over here. Got to be here to win. All right, we're picking 2 winners, and here's the prizes. We've got Sewing Basics for Every Day by Wendy Ward, a Notions Case by me, a Seam Ripper by Clover, and some Kylie and the Machine labels in one prize. And the other one is this Jen Hewitt, learning how to print your own fabric, design the blocks, carve them, and all that. There's patterns in here. A Notions Case by me, also a Seam Ripper, and some Tabitha Sewer buttons, 12 of them, so you should have enough for a project. So for the Wendy Ward prize, unless you guys want to swap, you can totally do that. Here we go. Ready? 57. Who's 57? Someone's 57, I'm pretty sure. Ray! Yay, Ray! You won! Woo woo! And I know your address because you ordered something recently. Yay! Ray wins. Woo woo. All right, so we're gonna do one more. God, it's so complicated. So many windows. I know I'm like behind you guys, so I have to. Yay! Okay, so you guys ready for one more? Yay! You did, Ray? Okay, cool. Sarah, wait, who has your number? What's your number, Sarah? Sarah, what's your number? I think I asked you earlier. You can be 38. Okay, okay. All right. Cool. So Ray, do you want the? I'll let you pick. What one would you like? Would you like the Jen Hewitt, the printing one? You're 63. That's awesome. Not 57. All right. I think I got you, Sarah. There you go. I got you. Not too late. We have one more to go. So Ray, you want the Jen Hewitt book, right? So you can print some fabric. She's awesome. I don't know if you guys follow her. She's pretty cool. All right. Guys ready? One more? Then we can keep sewing. Here we go. 72. Ooh, I think someone picked 72. I'm gonna go really slowly. Pretty big. Okay. You were born 57. Okay. All right. All right. Wait, what was the number? 72, right? Okay. I'm really dragging it out here. No! Okay. Barbara, you got so close. Okay. Here we go. Ready? 8. We do have an 8. I'm gonna go slowly backwards. I'm counting down. Who is number 8? Megan! Nice! That's awesome. She's probably already taken her nap with those nephews. Whoop whoop. All right. All right, so let me write down. That was kind of funny, huh? Yay! Congratulations, you guys. Whoops. Congratulations! You can crack just right shoulder. Exactly. Why is this so dark? Okay. That was fun. We should do those more often, eh? All right, let me write down so I don't forget, because I treat you guys like when I'm at a show and oh, there's an H in there somewhere, and I meet people and then I'm like, I find their business card in my, like later on at the end of the day, and I'm like, oh, I don't remember talking to someone gave me a business card. And then I look at the back and I'm like, oh, that's what we talked about. I'm so smart. I have one of these with Maribel too. You just finished the first scene, Sydney. I don't know if I do, Megan. So have you ordered from me? I think if you ordered something that I had to ship, I probably have your shipping address. So you can email me at sosolive@gmail.com. I have Ray's. If that address is fine, Ray, you've ordered from me before and it'll just pull up. You need to YouTube a stretchy knitting cast. Okay, Lisa. We'll see when you get back. Right, Nancy? This vintage whatever. All right, so I got through my thing, and so I'm going to cut it apart now. And I kind of had to just cut off the edge when I would get over to this end. Oh, I left a little space this time. Maybe I can make it. There we go. Yeah, you're welcome. You did the unicorn bag. Okay, perfect. Okay, so I probably have it. Yes. And I can, well, if I don't, you know. I'll probably be able to ship it today because I am dropping some stuff off today. And I thought I wouldn't until like Wednesday, but I'm going today, so I'm going to do it so it's done. All right. I'm doing my next fold. Doing my next fold. Embracing the stacking. Because look at all this stacking right here. You guys, look at all this stacking. Is that what just happens because you're going back on itself? I guess it would, huh? Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks for being here. Okay, so this reminds me of knitting. In knitting, they have something called pooling. So, and it's not necessarily a good thing, but there are times where you can embrace it. And what it is like, say you have a yarn that is lots of different colors in it, and if you don't knit from two different skeins at the same time, kind of swapping between them, you will get pooling. There's one sweater I wanted the pooling, and then others where I'm like, I don't want the pooling, because then it'll look like it's all over, you know, like speckly and different blobs of color. But if you happen to be knitting something in the same size and distance apart as that yarn was dyed, it'll pool. It'll like, every time you get to the spot, the blue section will happen over and over. Yeah. Yeah, Ray, noise. Yeah, I think so too, Robin. Hi, Adina, how's it going? Nice to see you. Right, Sarah? I know, now you want to buy that quarter bundle, exactly. I know, I actually got I have this little mini bundle right here of these Jelly Roll. They're narrow, and I bought it at like a fabric sale, like someone's stash. I thought that might be kind of fun. So when you guys does any of your guys' Jelly Rolls do this where it's like 3 of the same fabric? And how did you do it then? How did you space your... I really love the Jelly Roll to stay intact. You just have to embrace it. All right. All right. I mean, I guess it will, you know, be cut again. I'm going to cut this again. Yeah, totally, Adina. I know. Isn't that amazing? What I think is really cool is when you get those fake Fair Isles. Or the sock patterns that, you know, like when you knit it, hearts appear and stuff like that. Those kinds of fake Fair Isles. I love that. So this is going to get faster and faster now. So Sydney, the worst is over. Keep going. Keep going. You got this. See those? Oh, those aren't the same color though. when I cut apart my other one, and I cut it in 65-inch lengths so that I could arrange them so they wouldn't stack so bad, I really did not think I had enough to make a twin size quilt. I was like, there's no way all these strips will add up. And I had to actually like talk myself off the ledge, because I was just like, what the heck? Why doesn't it look like I have enough fabric? I did the math for weeks on this. I kept doubting the math, and the math kept coming out. I kept trying to do the math over and over in different ways, and I kept getting the same numbers. So I was like, all right, trust the math. So I was trusting the math. And then when it didn't look like it was going to happen, I stopped trusting the math yesterday or Thursday. And I had to tell myself, it's like knitting. It adds up. 2 inches and 2 inches and 2 inches adds up. And, you don't really need as many as you think in order to get your final result. So, and then I got it. I ended up having one pair left, and I just have some like backup lengths here to save just in case I need them. You resorted in, and then did you get any? Always fat color quarters, Glenn. Yeah, I never bought jelly rolls either, but they're so tempting. I love those rainbows. I almost bought that Allison Glass Fat Quarter Rainbow Bundle today. She's selling. So, and then Barbara, you didn't have any of that? Of the stacking? Even though you're ranged? See, I have all these. Okay, it's like pooling. It's just going to happen. It's okay. Sounds like I'm going to run out of bobbin again. But like these chunks right here are, 8 inches across. So that's 16 inches already. And then the next one will be 32 inches. Like it adds up quick. It's like playing chicken. They shuffled it by rearranging it. That's a lot of seam junctures right there. And decide, like, if I put a backing fabric on it, do I have it quilted or just stitch it so it's nice and flat? I just love how flat quilting is, You still have some stacking? Okay. But we're embracing it, right? This is taking a lot less time. I'm already probably halfway, maybe? Maybe? Oh no, it's going off the side. It's going off the side! Jelly roll overboard! Yeah, you still get 4 of a kind. Exactly. That's such a good way of looking at it. It's true. I think you guys are right. Just embracing it and going with it. Because this is what I tell you guys with other things, right? It's like making a bag, and so sometimes you don't have all the fabric that you want, right? Like I do this a lot because I'm always making prototypes and samples for patterns I'm making, and or a video or whatever, and I'm like, oh, this fabric would look good under the camera. I'm not selling fabric, so I'm not really trying to market it in a fabric, but I also can't market it in a fabric that is too eye-catching because and it's really out of print, because I think that's frustrating for people. And I also don't want to promote other people unwittingly, just in case that comes back to bite me, because it has before. Or I just maybe only have fat quarters, so I don't have enough for all the pieces of the bag, and then I'm like, okay, I'll just do one piece contrast, and then I agonize over it, but once it's sewn, it looks fine. It looks totally like it should have been like that all the time, and so I'm always reminding myself of that too. There's times where I've made something and I'm like, yeah, that doesn't look that great, So it's like the question of making wearable muslins, right, or wearable prototypes. I would do that when we were working on a design, a bag design. I would be like, okay, I'm just gonna not use real fabric because this might end up going into the trash, you know? Like sometimes they did. But it was really hard. Like I'm the same way. Like I really want to do good fabric. And then sometimes we can sell those prototypes, but you know, not always. So yeah, just stop. It's gonna be okay, Eliza. Just remember, you can look at this. I thought I cut this straight, but look at this is the stripe. Eliza, you can just give it away, and you'll never see it again. Ooh, I'm almost to the end. Ooh, this is getting fast. This is getting so much faster. Maybe it's not stacking. Maybe it's just the repeat. Love sewing this fast. So satisfying. Feels so good. I don't get to do it very often. Ooh, I didn't twist it again? No way. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, it's twisted. Okay. Yeah, so doesn't it feel like I'm not going to have enough for a whole twin? Which it does to me. I'm already feeling that way, but I know. I think I just ran out of bobbin. Of course, because I have like 2 feet left. Yep, I did. This is when you're glad you're always winding a bobbin. Gotta clean it out though. There's so much lint with this. Yeah, Dina, totally. Hey, Helen, how's it going? Ooh, cool. There you go. Exactly, Robin. Chop it up, make placemats. I might do like this little skinny one I was just showing you guys and just make some more pet quilts because we love those things. But then I was also thinking maybe I should make matching pet quilts for these for my bed because there's always one on my bed with me, you know, because of the pets. I've trained them to sleep on those things. Ooh, it sounds so much better now that I have a new bobbin. Okay, very twisted, see that? I just kind of pull it straight out. I think lots of viewers are sewing too. I hope so. I think it's fun. Like an unofficial sew along. This was such a fun month of projects that we did. I mean, the underwear, I liked doing that, but I don't like that I didn't feel super confident because of my machines, you know? That doesn't feel like right. But I still think they turned out great. And I want to make more. I have so much lint in my throat. A jelly roll as a gift, Helen. That's an interesting gift. Like, I kind of like that idea. Ah, Ellen. Helen, that's nice. I love it. See, like, this one is stacking because, yeah, it just turned the corner. And here we go again. Where's the end? I think I swept. All right, look at all this green, you guys. I don't know, is this too much? This might be too much stacking. Look at that. Motor fabric. Oh. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. She's been on a breathing machine. I'm sorry. Oh, thanks, Adina. Yeah, he loved her, exactly. Oh, I see. You think there's just more steam, Barbara? Ooh. You love green. Free's good too. It made sense. There you go, Sarah. All right, so how am I feeling about this stacking? Yeah, there's gonna be a big old like salmon stack. So could I fold this in half and then flip it? You know, like, is that cheating? So I get to the other end here, cut it in half and then flip it. I think I want to do that. You know? Is there something I should know if I do that? You think it's fine? But wouldn't that look better next to this? Okay, Robin, thanks for joining us. Happy bag making and quilt making. I'm gonna make sure it's a little more accurate on the halfway. Okay. That's right, Megan. No rules. Exactly. I'm doing it. At least with all these yarn dyes, it's pretty easy to tell if I'm cutting straight. Okay. Hopefully I didn't just grab the same one. I did. Lost in the sauce. All right, here we go. All right, we're back. Let's do it. I love these short little ends. I think those are awesome, like this little tiny one there. Couldn't do her hand, Melly. Oh no, Naomi, I already did it. Let's get these threads into the, God, the threads. I think at the very least I'll top stitch my quilt because of that. You know? Like they're saying, Kelly, it's our rules, right? We can do whatever we want. Your control will look random to someone. And you can say, oh yeah, I didn't plan that. You mean I did? Oh, Moda for motor. Okay. I was trying to figure out what that was, but I couldn't come up with something. So that makes sense, Moda. What keeps happening to me lately? That's so annoying with autocorrect. I'm pretty good proofreader, but I still get issues, you know? Ooh, it's getting so wide. You know, I haven't been keeping track of how many passes, but it's pretty easy, right? Because you can just count it. So there's the original, and that's 2. And then that's 3. Okay, so this is my number 4. I may be counting that wrong. This is my 3rd, right? Okay, Lisa. Did you get your stretchy cast on? I finished a Farrell hat the other day, a couple weeks ago actually, and that was the one where I needed to figure out how to fix my cast on edge, because I cast that hat on like 3 or 4 times and I'd never done that stitch before. And I don't know what to do with it. Are you sure? I mean, there's a little more arranging, like the fabric's fighting me a little more as far as like sitting on the floor over here. You are whiny. It's okay. It's okay. You can be whiny here. I think this is so much fun though. I'm still getting stacking, but you know. What I noticed on the quilt behind me is that the pale blue ones, which I don't even see in here. Oh, these right here. This one right here. They're all to the sides of my quilt, and I really wanted more of them in the middle. So I'm glad that one's, so far it's in the middle. It may not end up there though, right? You're casting on, Lisa? Nice. You think it's 4? Okay, Ray. Because I don't feel like that's not going to be enough. So I need to do it again for sure. So maybe it is 5 that I do it. Because that would make sense, right? So your first pass ends up being 4 inches. Your second pass, 8. Third, 16. 4, 32. And I need mine to end up being like 80, 90 or something like that. 32. And then you do 64. But I wouldn't do another one because I'd get 120. I may have to do some measurements. Why is it so twisted? There we go. Okay, I just need to straighten this out. I may be doing like too much napkin math. I'm pretty determined to finish these though, because like I was even already like, oh, I'm going to the fabric store today to pick out fabric. Then I realized, oh, it's going to cost a lot. So maybe I should pace myself a little bit. But at the same time, like I want to finish this project. You know, I don't want it to sit. Like my rainbow quilt, I love it, and it's been sitting here because I needed to like fix a couple of the junctures I didn't get quite right. Finished it yesterday, and then I'm like, wow, you know, I have that quilt top done. I have these 2. I all of a sudden have a pile of quilt tops. But these I'm not sending out to a quilter most likely. That one I might though. I don't like it when I have a project that I made without a use for, and that rainbow quilt, I love it. But I didn't have an intention for it to begin with. And that bugs me. I want to keep it, I know that. But then I'm like, do I? Because I don't actually have a quilt for it. Maybe I'll make it a, actually now I have a use for it. I'm going to cover my little 1.5 chair with it. It's going to be a pet quilt. When all else fails. All right. You know, I pinked these Adina because I knew that afterward I might wash this before I do anything with it. So yeah, I have 2 twins. Here we go. Here's my first one I did. It's just barely up there. Yeah, so 2 twins. And I knew like this fabric, some of this stuff, this like really open weave stuff is already so thready, and I pinked this and it's still really thready. No, Adina, I can't drop my feed dogs. Yeah, I finished the top yesterday. It was done and then I fixed some of the junctures. I posted in my stories, but it's just like a random picture. Okay. Let's do it again. You keeping up, Sydney? I'm going to give Sydney a whole lot of flack today. All right. It's getting like foldable now. But like this feels like, I may need this in 3 sections. Oh, cool, Barbara. It is driving me nuts. Push through. You know, when something like that gets really like frustrating, I push through to get past it as fast as possible. Turn my stitch length to 0. I can. But I can't drop my feed dogs. So it threads harder, yeah. So I think I need this in 3 chunks. Right? One. Two. Okay, yeah, that's what I need to do. I need to do this in 3 chunks. Hey, Sharon, how's it going? Yeah, you know, Michelle, you know what I mean? I think, like, I mean, it's funny. I was listening to this little snippet of a TED Talk today about procrastinating, and it was just this, like, compilation of TED Talks, and he was talking about procrastinating, and he was like, everybody in this room is a procrastinator, and I was like, you know what? I'm actually not. And it's because I have been, and now it's this flip for me, and it's kind of in the same camp as, like, when something really drives me crazy, I just push through and get past as fast as possible, because then otherwise you spend time dreading it and doing it, and that's double the time. Oh, okay, Sydney, nice. Oh no, that's right, you said that. Wow, so the contact tracing. Oh, cool, Megan, you're added to your quilt. Okay, so I'm gonna do this in 3 chunks, because if I had folded this in half, I would have kind of made it, I would have had to rip. You guys. So if you have a width in mind, when you start getting after your 4 passes, make sure that you pay attention. This is where it folded. So I'm trying to figure out, like, how to split the differences. Let's see, maybe like that. I slide it this way. Maybe that makes that longer. Here's my 3 layers. Ooh, that almost nailed it. Okay, do it one more time a little bit. Oh, good. Good. Yeah, kiss your kitties. Boop their bellies. Ray. I know you're not big on Instagram, but there's a squirrel you should follow named Jill. And her account is "This girl is a squirrel," and there's an underscore between each word. This girl is a squirrel. Jill. Anyone wants something to, like, always smile at? All right, so I'm gonna drop down. Okay, let's see, is that enough? Trying to do my quilt in thirds. Thirds kind of is maddening. See, now I'm getting closer. Sorry. Oh, you can do it? Oh, I just made it worse. Okay, so I'm going the wrong way. All right. Oh, now it kind of gets crazy. Okay, I want to go this way. Yeah, you guys, I'm telling you, this girl is a squirrel. Oh, I think I got it. Ooh, I nailed it that time. Okay, I'm gonna go to my table and cut this. The table's not set up though. Yeah, I think her name is Jill because she fell out of a tree, but I'm not sure. She's a hurricane survivor, I'm pretty sure. Okay, there we go. Chunk the groundhog. All right, I'm not going to turn my cam on, my face cam because I'm holding it with one hand, my quilt. I was obviously not prepared to come over here. Oh, it's not even like focused. Sorry. Well, that's a little better. It's on auto. I actually got this out because of the lint, you know? Ooh, but look how nice this looks. Oh, I wish you could see it with the light good. Kind of bugs me that all these aren't back tacked now. I know quilters don't back tack, but I don't like it when they start pulling apart, you know? In fact, on my rainbow quilt, I ended up stitching around the perimeter because it was doing that. Because that one, you like sew these huge blocks, and then you cut them apart and then sew them, you know? Get this out of the way. They're all cottons and linen cottons. I did the Essex yarn dyed linen for the solids. Jesus, as a public, you guys are all looking at Jill. One Bike, One World. Nala the cat. Oh, I've heard of, wait. I think I've heard of Nala. Pretty sure I have. Oh, with Jersey and Wills. Are they scraps? Like really tiny scraps and stuff? Because you could make closet core patterns free floor poof. I'm making 2 twins for my king size bed, Megan. Calling my quilt funky? Wow. No, I'm teasing. Alright, so maybe I should have looked at the fabrics. Let's see, I have this one. And this one. Oh, definite pooling. Okay. And then I have this one. Okay. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with it like this. All right. Yeah, I think you should do it. I think a quilt in those fabrics would be really awesome. Aw, what kind of bike? Or, I mean, cat. You can tell I've been a cyclist. You watch all of them. That's awesome. You guys are so much better at YouTube than me. Funky is all good. That's right. I haven't checked out the live tab. Like sometimes, like YouTube actually has a live tab, but it's usually gaming and celebrities. There's some weird stuff on there, so I never check it. There's not really like a craft thing. Whereas like if you go to Twitch, there's categories, you know? They have that makers and crafting category. Although I feel like that's kind of like they should separate that out. Because there's a lot of like completely non-related activities. And sometimes like all the people painting little figurines or doing those like the iron plastic bead things, I want to like sort through those, you know, and I can't Because I don't want to watch that. That's just not my type of craft, you know? I know they're really popular. There's a lot of people streaming them. Look at these threads. Ugh. That is so cut off grain, too. Look at that. You can see it. A little off here. Alright, so this is my uneven end, so I'm going to start from sewing this end again. Let's see, which one was the blue? That was the blue one. So, this goes down. Ooh, look at all these short ends, though. I love that. Okay, and then this. Okay, my last seam. Oh, I love that, Megan. That'll be nice. Flannel's so cozy. Those yarn dyed flannels I got and made my daughter and my husband those button ups last winter are so nice. I saved all of those scraps. But they're heavy. They're really heavy. Quarter yard to 1 yard pieces. Okay, Adina. I think you could totally do it. I mean, I think it depends on what the use is, what you want to do with it. If it's something though that you think like would be really useful, you know, and cozy, why not? Jersey and wool? I mean, yeah. I think care is an issue with wool sometimes. So you gotta think about that. Right, Glenn? Yes! We fixed our dryer, our washing machine at the beginning of the pandemic. My husband was like, I am loving YouTube. My husband just discovered YouTube this year, basically, you guys. Oh, my upper thread broke. That I have 3 inches left of my whole quilt and my thread broke. I don't have time for the sewing fairy right now. Like we're at the end. If she had something to say, she should have spoke a little louder. So this better just be, you know, me. User error. You know? All right, I'm done. All right, so I'm gonna hold it up to my other one and see what we think. Oh, it's interesting. This orange is in the middle of this one, like it is on this one. Ooh, I love all the light blues are in the middle on this one. I love this. I'm pretty excited. I love how this turned out. I love all these plaids. I'm going to show you guys close up a little bit. How it looks. I didn't have to do too much intervention. Look at this. That's kind of a bummer. So, yeah, t-shirt quilts are so hard to make. Yeah, I've seen a few people post those on Can You Sew This For Me? I have a lot of this salmon in this spot too. 3 rows of it. All right. Yay! Phew! I made it. It looks like my office has fleas because of the lint. Yeah, t-shirt quilts are. Thanks, guys. I can't wait to see yours. I hope you guys show me. I've been trying to stay up on the Facebook group. You guys want to join the So Life Facebook group? Go for it. Sewists, I think it's called. I don't know if I think it was Barbara that was talking about maybe helping us out with Zoom meet and greet sewing club. Yeah, embrace the stack or enter the rabbit hole. Well said, Ray. Well said. Yeah, I'm good. I'm happy. So do I do this one now? I have a feeling that the folds could be faded on this one. I'm a little worried about it. Let's see. Let's check one. Ooh, it's not. Let's check this one. Oh, it's not faded. Good. I mean to check that. Yeah, right? Yeah. Okay, Barbara, cool. Embroidery backing works great for t-shirt material. Oh. Oh, you do? Okay. Monthly Zoom bingo. That's fun. Okay, well, maybe let's try and set that up in September. Oh, that's cool, Adina. Bye, Trinka. Ciao. Thanks for coming. Thanks for joining the giveaway, too. I think it's 1 o'clock. I'll probably end here, but I'm going to finish sewing my bin. I just had to bind the top. And then I've got so many projects done this week. It's easier for me to do big projects if I get rid of other things, even if I don't need to get those done, you know? Okay, Nancy. You don't love it, but it was fun to sew. There you go. Yeah. Chihuahua quilts. I have a, well, I don't have a quilt under their eating area. I have a little rug. I was gonna say you can make their, you know, because they're always asking you to be fed. You can make a little placemat. I love pet quilts though. You can get a border and backing. Yeah, then you can make it any size you want, you know? I think that would be the way to go if you don't want to have to do all that math on that sheet. It's actually, that sheet's the best one I found. I feel like that one's the easiest one to follow. So if you want a sizing thing, yeah, go to the go to my website. I wish I could. Can I copy? Yeah, I can just right click this, right? Yeah, I don't have to do this whole Control C thing right here. Okay, Jan, sleep well, Yannicka. You're patient. I don't know, Ray. I don't know if you're patient. No, you really are. You are really patient. Okay, well, thanks for celebrating my 2-year anniversary. Thanks for all the Patreon patrons. The strips are 2.5 inches cut. You can make them whatever you want, Derek. Like this one's tiny. This one's like 1.5, whatever you want. But these will be like 1 inch wide finished. Yeah, and I'll do, okay, the size, okay, the sheets. All right. Yeah, thanks all the Patreon patrons. Thanks for buying my patterns. Thanks for expressing interest in the things I'm working on. Happy sewing. I should have some new how-tos this month, but you guys have probably seen me do all these little how-to things before a billion times live here. I'm just making them so that it's easy, so you don't have to look for how I do a set-in sleeve in the middle of a video. It'll just be a dedicated less than 10-minute long how to sew a set-in sleeve, or how to put a collar on, collar stand, how to sew a yoke. Yeah, I can probably look right now, Megan, if I have you. Oops, I want to save that. Oh, actually, let me do one thing before I leave this page. Sorry, you're gonna have to wait a second. Oh, actually, I don't know. Will this work? This might not work. We'll see, though. I'm just updating that page I just gave you guys a link to. Let's see. Search. Where's search? Let me see. Does your Megan, does your street rhyme with yurt? Oh, thanks for all the happy anniversary, guys. Yeah, Derek, that would be stunning. Yeah, right, Sarah? Totally. It's a good way to use your scraps. I totally agree with you. Yeah. I'm going to be working on some online classes I'm working on, Eliza, and I feel like I love the streams, but I spend a lot of time off camera preparing for streams, and so it's pretty much my full-time gig, you know? And I'm going to develop these classes to help supplement financially. So I really need to devote my time to that. I hate putting the stream aside, but this is what I would rather do. I would rather do the stream 100% and that's it, and maybe make patterns occasionally. Yes, Megan? Okay, cool. I got your address then. You know, I almost said, does it rhyme with Lisa's last name? But it doesn't really. So I've decided I'm going to try some of these online classes, and they're going to be like by chapter, edited. They're going to be nicer than what I do here on the stream, and very intimate and detailed. Bye, Una. And also, they will probably include a meetup with like 6 people who took the class, and so you can have like not a one-on-one, but a 1-on-6. So that's what I'm gonna do in September. I really want to get like a couple of them ready because I just want to try and cut my teeth. I'm not nervous about it, but I feel like I'm not doing it because I'm like, I have to know what my end result is before I do it, and I've never done one. So now I just told myself, no, just do one. Put it out there. You can always delete it, right? You can always be like, everyone's like, this is too confusing, or this is this, I want this. I can delete it and do it again, right? I just need to get something done on it. So, but I do have a website. It's sososchool.com. There's nothing there really, but that's where it's going to be, and it'll be linked on my website. So that's what I'm working on in September. And then I'll be back. And then I did a few how-to videos, which I'm going to edit this coming week and then do it. I would never forget you. I love the live streaming. This is what I would like to do. I just really believe in this format. I know it's not right for everybody, but I also like the community aspect of it, and I like the friend aspect of it. I like the live interaction. I don't expect you guys to pay attention to every little thing I do. I don't expect you to have to take notes. I don't expect anything. I just really like the camaraderie of sewing, and I like being there for people that are sewing and helping them out. And I also like humanizing all different levels of sewing and interests. You know, that's what I love about this. I love about live streams. So, but you know, making my rent and my all that stuff, because I can't do internet where I live. The internet's not good enough for me to live stream. So that's why I just can't move home and do it to save money. So I just want to cover that. And I think we'll get there. I really do. You guys are really awesome. So it's just chipping away at it, right? So, all right, you guys. Well, I'll get your guys' prizes in the mail today. Thanks for playing. And have a great weekend. I'll see you guys around. Don't forget me. Don't forget me, okay? But you might see me pop on here. I still need to sew something for hearts. I feel like I've totally forgotten about them, but I have not. That's awesome, Megan. Yeah, I do that same thing. I love doing that. Let's see, what else do I have here? Yeah, I mean, that's the only thing I have to sew. I still have a couple of things I need to sew for me. I have one of those ideal bags cut out. The bag you guys designed. I have one of those cut out over there, and I'm like, Urgh! So I don't know if I want to sew that one. So yeah, awesome, Adina. Yeah, exactly. And you don't have to always learn things from me. I learned things from you guys. I would have never known about the Jelly Roll race and I'm so glad, you know? So I love that. And you guys taught me so many things during the underwear week. I learned so much from you guys. Where's Ursula? So yeah. Anyway, yeah, thanks. Congratulations. I know, it's awesome. I love it. I love doing this. This is fun. So all right, guys. Well, see you soon. It'll be sooner than you think. And survive the beginning of school year. I know some of your parents are probably struggling with that. So good luck with that. And stay out of hurricane and fire danger areas. Pack your go bag if you're in a fire area. I don't know what you do for hurricane preparedness. That terrifies me. So, all right. Talk to you later. Hey, and if you guys make anything, any of my patterns, please hashtag it. My daughter and I have revamped all the hashtags and really added a lot. So if you did the zip double, the project bag, what else have I had? Any of the free patterns, the cupcake, or whatever, hashtag it so I can see it. So I love seeing it. So, all right. You want to see some more underwear? I might cut out the Lucita dress. I'm going to make a matching pair of underwear for sure when I do it. So, all right. I'm going to say goodbye. Bye.